Hey, what's up you guys? After Reacts here, and today I'm going to be reacting to some more Supergirl. This is season 5, episode 5. Yeah, I think we took a week break between the episodes, I think. Yeah, it looks like. For those of you who only watch Supergirl, how's it going? Like, I've moved houses. What do you think? So yeah, let's go through the comments. The actor who plays James Olsen left to film the Mortal Kombat movie. Oh, I saw that. I think he was okay in it. The movie started filming shortly after filming this episode. Right, okay. I don't think he specifically left for that movie, but rather to focus on movies in general, as well as other projects. Oh, okay. Well, it's good to know. Maybe he can find something that, you know, gives him a bit more to do, more relevance, I guess. I think I have like a knot in my hair. Yeah, it's gone. I appreciate that James got to have one solid storyline in season 4 before leaving the show. I really like the actor, and I think he did a good job. I just wish he had more to work with in the first few seasons. I agree. I can't help but feel like, I don't know, I feel like people would get mad at me for thinking that he's kind of irrelevant, because he kind of is. Like, but I kind of wanted more from him, and it looks like a lot of people kind of agree with that, so, I don't know. Not Mexican, Shannon, Spanish. Okay, look, I think I meant to say Spanish, but I'm Australian, and I got confused, and I made a mistake. My bad. My bad. They predominantly speak Spanish in Mexico. Okay, well, in my defense, I live in Australia, and I speak English, and I'm a dum-dum. That's all I can say, really. Is that I'm a dum-dum. I apologize if I offended. It was the right choice for Mecha to leave the show for Mortal Kombat. The show didn't use him that well. I agree. I think they're doing a sequel, so good for him. And I really liked him as Jax. I think that he was kind of mediocre, but I mean, whatevs. Each to their own. What I don't like is this season so far. I do not remember my original feelings when I watched it 2 years ago, but rewatching it is not exciting at all. At least you entertained me, Shan, so thank you. Well, I'm glad that I can be entertaining. But I have to agree with you. It's been a bit of a boring start of the season, to be honest. Like, a little bit. If I'm honest. I've had time to sit on, like, you know, the first 4 episodes so far, and I don't know. Out of, like, all of the Arrowverse shows right now, like, when I sit down to, like, react to it, this is the one that I'm least excited about. I don't know. It happens, you know, each show has their moments, like season 6 of Arrow. Oh my god, did I just not want to sit down and watch that shit? But we got through it all, and it was great. You know, like, we got through the I don't know. I just feel like this season's definitely got a different feel to it, I feel. I don't know. I hope that it picks up its pace soon. Which it should, because we're both coming up to Crisis and the mid-season finale. So, yeah. Yeah, let's be honest, James was never a great character for the show. Jimmy Olsen would have been, but this is just not him. This doesn't cut anywhere near as deep as when Wynn left. Or Alex, or Lena, or Brainy would. Oh, as in, like, okay, so if those characters had left. But also, Wynn did leave. I'm a little confused, sorry. Honestly, I'm not really sad about James leaving. I never loved his character, and he just wasn't developed all that well. You know what? I'm glad that I'm not alone in thinking that he was just kind of there. I feel like I've learned more about Kelly in the 8 episodes she's been in than I've learned about James in the 4 seasons. Yeah. They've definitely developed Kelly a lot better, I think, yeah. And that just shows how his character was poorly handled. In more exciting news, Crisis on Infinite Earths is soon, and the 100th episode this season. I'm really excited for your reactions to those, even though they won't be for a little while. To give you a little bit of a tease, a while back, because I knew that we're going to be doing the 100th episode of Supergirl, I wanted to do something special. And I ordered a top, okay? And it hasn't come yet because the post at the moment is, like, fucked. Like, I'm still waiting for some stuff that I ordered, like, 2 months ago, you know? So, sadly, I don't think I'm going to be able to have this top for the 100th episode, but I do have a backup idea, but I hope that it arrives on time for the 100th episode. Which, let me see, when is the 100th episode? I've got it listed here. Okay, so it's episode 13, I think. So, yeah, I have an idea, although I don't think the idea is going to go through, but I do have a secondary option, so we'll see how that goes. Not a whole lot of shows, like, I've reached 100 episodes in a lot of different shows. So it's just going to be really exciting to see what they do for that. Anyways. So who's keeping the dog? You or your dad? My dog is actually not my dog. It's my dad's dog. I want to get a dog of my own. To be honest with you, I really want a husky, but I've been told that that's a bad idea because they're very attention heavy and I don't know. Anyways, let's get into the episode.
Imagine you, any time of the day,
okay, you're in a cornfield,
anywhere in the world,
are you in Smallville?
with all your friends. Then imagine that all of you can do anything that comes to mind. Well, you don't have to imagine anymore. Obsidian North's collective dream VR lenses are now worldwide.
Why do they call it Obsidian North? Why not just Obsidian? Is there an
Make
Obsidian
your
South?
imagination your reality today.
It's bad enough that we have to do journalism via tweet, but now she wants to turn us into ad hacks.
Speaking of hacks, Joe Pulitzer is certainly all for it. I was so sure you were going to find something that address listed in his name. First he's linked to the death of Dr. Jared, then to whatever covert action happened in Mexico City.
Are we not telling you?
You know, I find it hard to believe there's no connection.
I know. I guess we were just looking for connections where there weren't any.
Why are we not telling you?
He was just in the wrong place at the wrong time with Dr. Jared, and then Mexico City was just about the Miss Mexico pageant. William Day's not a murderer. He's just a grade A jerk.
Cara! Hi.
Ellie, hey.
You're just who I needed. I want to get Alex a gift for our dataversary, and I could really
Dataversary.
use
Shadel XG1000 motorcycle helmet in small matte black.
Oh, that is very specific.
So is Alex's Pinterest page.
You know, meeting Alex is one of the best things that's happened to me since moving to National City. But having you in the picture has been a pretty cool bonus.
Well, believe me, the feeling is mutual. But you know what? I promised all these reporters upstairs there will be a riot.
Okay.
What's the deal? I've been texting you all morning.
Phones can be hacked. Call me overly cautious, but I'm trying to expose one of the world's most powerful families as criminals.
That's why I was texting you.
But you just said phones can get hacked.
Test subject 0505, trial commencement. Image induced to human form 2257. Now.
Subject induced.
Okay.
Prep for tracking.
Q-wave sensors locked and ready to probe occipital lobe. Ms. Luther, you realize if this goes as planned, we're about to discover how to do what it is that doctors, politicians, even priests have failed to do.
rendering people incapable of hurting each other. Activate.
I don't know if that was
Cannot touch me.
Is this some sort of torture device?
It's a truth seeker. It makes it so that those who are inclined to lie can't. For example, did Andrea Rojas hire you to target Elena Torres?
I don't ask who hires me. I only meet the other contractors. There was this lady with killer tattoos, a guy who could detach most of his fingers, and this big dude with some extra appendages.
How many appendages?
He had 4 arms.
Like this?
Yeah, that's him. His code name's Rip Roar.
When'd you last see him?
William?
2 years ago on a job in Derry.
No time after?
Mr. Day?
So where is he based? Who are his targets? You have to know
Hey, you're
something.
I've
overstepping
literally
here.
told you everything.
William, out! What was that about?
He murdered my best friend, my mate from college, Russell Rogers. 2 years ago, he got suspicious of the Rojases, and the next day, that monster killed him. Never found the body.
And how do you know he's dead?
Oh, these are professional killers. They don't leave evidence.
Maybe they're working for him.
with this.
I should have never told you any of this. Now look how involved you are. That's why I told you to stay away. It's an emotional abyss.
Okay, well, she's helping, so get over it.
Hold it. Set the case down. Turn around. Show me your hands.
They're like Spider-Man hands! Dr. Octopus, Dr. Ock, Doc Ock, whatever.
Are you okay? You've been through a lot. The reporter you hated turns out to be a good guy, and Andrea Rojas is potentially involved in murders.
Yeah, I can't talk about this with anyone but you and Alex. I swore to William I'd keep it secret.
Even from Nia.
Honestly,
Why?
I'm reeling.
Who cares?
I never would have thought Andrea was a criminal, and I was
We can
convinced
tell Nia.
William was evil.
Why are we
How
doing
could I have
this?
been so wrong about both of them. And now with Obsidian Tech everywhere, I mean, everyone's just in these make-believe worlds, and it's hard to know what's real anymore. I just want some certainty.
My biggest takeaway from what happened with Malefak is when the world is uncertain, there's one thing that's rock solid. It's the people who love you.
Alex needs me at the DEO.
We had a break-in at Fort Summit.
Please don't tell me it was Lex's fault.
Indeed. And this is the assailant.
Same guy William talked about.
What did he steal?
Mr. Luther called it his marathon laser. It's able to launch a concentrated beam of heat at a target up to 26.2 miles away. It's an assassin's dream.
What's in it for me?
We both want the same thing. We were each betrayed by the people closest to us. Work with me. I believe you have the ability to do great things.
I don't want to do great things. I want revenge.
So I have a proposal for you.
Maybe you should speak to Emily.
Martian
Thorne.
biology prevents a brother from harming his brother. That's why I've been attacking the people closest to Jean Jones. If you remove the barrier in my brain so I can kill my brother, I will give you access to my mind.
It is my mission to stop people from hurting each other. I will not kill.
Perhaps. But you've gone to extreme measures to bring me here. And now, you are at the precipice. Studying my mind is the key. I know of desperation, human. I know the depths you feel.
I would have to develop the technology first. Your terms are acceptable.
Lena.
Let's begin.
Once we say the phrase, you're gonna augment the executive section of your brain to allow the orifacian to speak through you.
Yes. And thanks to my polygraph filter, it won't be able to lie. That is the phrase. I've kept it top secret all day. You're welcome.
Seriously.
It's from the oeuvre of Mr. Keanu Reeves.
Pop quiz hot shot.
Brainy?
It's me, human.
You know that we're not going to do that. We want information.
Come here, I'll give it to you, huh?
You worked
Gets
with a
to stretch his
contractor
acting
named Ripcore.
chops.
He has a very dangerous weapon. How do we find him?
Perhaps put an ad in the paper for a four-armed freak.
There's a chance he might use this weapon tomorrow. Do you have any idea who the target might be?
I never know who's behind it. All I know is that someone is spending a great deal of capital, huh? To do a great deal of damage.
You've committed dozens of murders, but don't have the slightest idea who's responsible?
I don't care to know.
You don't care about all those people you killed. Their family, their friends, all those lives you destroyed? You have to know something. No, you know something, and we're...
Hey, it's Brainy.
Tonya. Come here, I will enrich myself with your skin.
Quiz, hotshot.
Did it work?
William,
Kara, are you mad?
I'm looking for clues to what Andrea's been up to.
I am too, but if Andrea sees you here, she'll kill you, and that's not a metaphor.
It's fine. I looped the cameras. I borrowed something from the DEO. What are you doing here?
What I should have done in the first place, gone straight to the source. Now, thanks to my friends at MI8, I can.
You should know first. The DEO got a lead on Rip Roar.
Where? How?
From what I understand, he's stolen a pretty powerful weapon, and they're afraid he's gonna use it in connection with Andrea's launch.
Means we have less than a day to figure out what she's planning.
You really think Andrea'd leave information on her laptop? I mean, she's kind of a tech savant.
There's gotta be something in it.
If there is, don't you think it'd be like in a nook or cranny or under the floor or something?
You look your way, I'll look mine. Of course, she has a firewall.
I think I hit pay dirt.
How did you know look in there?
Lucky guess. But look what she has stashed in here. Foreign currency. I mean, that's pretty shady. Some sort of chain and... Hang on. Isn't that Russell? Do they know each other?
They more than just knew each other, at least according to Russell, the last time I saw him.
I think she's the one. And tomorrow, we can figure out a time when she can finally meet my best friend.
What, you haven't mentioned me?
If you think I let her anywhere near that wicked smile of yours before we're settled, you're madder than I thought.
That was the last I saw of him.
You need a new lock, mate.
Stop! Where's Russell?
Dead.
I gotta say, he looks kind of goofy. The backpacky thing, I don't know.
God, William, that's horrible.
Let's get out of here.
You know what? That's probably him, eh?
Well, I reset the cameras.
Hold on.
No one will know we were...
So the Doc Ock guy, he looked like he like had dark skin. So his friend Russell also has dark skin. Never seen them in the same place. Probably the same guy.
It's, sorry, it's my sister. Alex, what's up?
Rainey tracked the signature of the Marathon laser to the Socorro satellite station in New Mexico. We need Supergirl there now.
I'm on my way. Rip Roar! I know who you are, and I know you killed Russell Rogers.
You know nothing, and you're out of your depths.
Watch me not even be surprised. What the hell?
I need Sean.
What the hell is that?
Thank you for helping me. I'm doing a lot better.
You know I'm always here for you. Hey, look, I tracked down the apartment where Russell Rogers lived in London. I did a psychic sweep. I did see evidence of a struggle there years ago, but nothing else.
You mean he's still alive?
Possibly. I'm still looking.
Brainy, is there anything about the launch we might have missed?
Negative.
It's gotta be connected. Andrea, Rip Roar, weapon. And we've got to find out how before he hurts anyone else. He's got to be stopped.
I don't know why this is getting under his skin so much.
Alex, hi, it's me. I know you're busy, so I will text you the address for the restaurant tonight. And if you're running late, don't worry. Just get there when you can, and we'll start to relax.
Now our final test subject. The Maladorian dendroath. It is 100 times more aggressive than anything on Earth. I want you to do to it what you did to them.
Sensors are ready and calibrated.
Now.
It's the new password.
Satisfied?
It worked.
Lake Vostok.
Hey, in English, Brainy.
Actually, it's in Antarctica, where I believe Rip Roar is heading.
Antarctica?
After
His name's
cross-referencing
Rip
information
Roar.
gleaned from Breathtaker and
The guy's name is like
I
something
discovered that each of
Rogers.
the 3 Rojas assassins all targeted an employee of the
RR.
Lake Vostok Antarctic base, all within the last month.
A scientist, an engineer, and a security officer?
What's the
Walk into a
significance?
bar.
Well, given what each of the targeted individuals knew, it is possible that every single security protocol on that base can now be overridden.
I still don't get it.
Lake Vostok is the largest subglacial lake in the world. I'm no supervillain. But if I were, and I was right over an Antarctic lake with a weapon designed to fire a beam 100 times hotter than the center of the sun, well, it would be, as they say, a hot time in the old town tonight. Not that that's a good thing.
So you're saying that he's gonna melt the ice cap around Lake Vostok?
If he did that, it would unleash a flood unseen since the time of Noah's Ark.
Rip Roar! No!
Status.
A massive eruption in the Antarctic water table has sent shockwaves east and west, resulting in an unprecedented number of sea swells. Based on the seafloor pattern and the Antarctic circumpolar current, the biggest is set to make landfall on the Pacific coast in under an hour.
Which part of the Pacific coast?
All of it.
Leaving so soon?
Smart move.
What have you done?
I do what they tell me to.
They? Who is they?
I don't know.
Supergirl, can you hear me?
Alex,
think it's
we
Romanov.
have
We
Rip
know
Roar,
who
but
it
he
is.
punched a hole in the lake.
We know. The eruption just sent a tidal wave our way.
We can deal with the swell, Supergirl. You and Jean need to seal that geyser, or else we'll have bigger problems than a wave.
What do you mean?
That geyser is pumping out 3 cubic miles of water every second. At that rate, every coastal city in the world will start flooding in 12 minutes. The loss of life could be in the billions.
So how do we stop that wave?
Dreamer.
It's too late. Once it started, it can't be stopped.
Trust me. I can stop this.
Thank you.
How do you put them on so, like, I don't understand.
Welcome one and all to the most amazing party you'll ever attend. Welcome. Welcome to the communal dream.
So, do they have, like,
Welcome.
earpieces too? Because, like,
Welcome,
how
everyone.
do they hear all this? Curious.
We'll have to invert the flow of water, but we need to do it in perfect formation. With this amount of water, the suction could pull you under and suffocate you.
Well, then we better keep our cool.
Why aren't you at the launch? Did you find something more important?
Actually, I did find something. His name is Russell Rogers.
What?
Saw the photo, Andrea. All about the two of you. What did you do with him?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I know about O'Connor and Breathtaker.
Well, now you're
and
just,
Rip Roar. I know about you and your family and
outing yourself.
everything you've gotten away with. Corruption, theft, murder. But you're not going to get away with it any longer because I am going to destroy you.
2 years you
The
say you've been
last
doing this and now you're just throwing it all out there on the table.
William,
Oh.
the launch is going great, don't you think?
Sure is, Miss Rojas.
Okay, never mind.
Dreamer?
That's a huge wave!
Brainy, I hope this works.
Everybody get to high ground! Go!
Hey, I got you. Down.
Let's go now.
Go, everybody move, move!
do about the Russell Rogers guy?
Did he say anything? He isn't talking, even with the truth seeker. But he said they. They told him to do what he did. He has to know something.
But how is he
according
avoiding
to
the truth
Brainium,
seeker?
the tech that he wears is biologically adhered, and it functions as some sort of mental armor. We can't get to him. Also, it wasn't the Rojas's.
What?
We ran the analytics. Flooding the West Coast would have taken out Obsidian North's manufacturing hub, and if you and John hadn't stopped that geyser, then they would have lost billions. I gotta say, I am glad that I don't have to tell Kelly that her boss is a crime lord, but this still leaves us with a case that doesn't make any sense.
If it wasn't Andrea and the Rojas's, who was calling the shots? Someone has to be behind
Right.
this.
I agree, and whoever it is, we're gonna find them. It just might take longer than we thought.
There's something you both should see.
That is Russell Rogers?
It is finished.
What is?
I have clarity on how to dispose of my brother now that you've removed my mental block.
But I didn't remove it. I could never let you hurt another person.
Good.
We had a deal.
And if you intuited anything about my research, you'd know that. You like it here, don't you?
Yes, I like it here. I like it very much.
This is not right, you know. Just saying, it's not a thing you should be doing.
Don't worry. I didn't confront Andrea. Now, believe me, I wanted to. Now I'm even more confused than ever. The Rojas's would have lost everything if Repro had succeeded. If they're not the villains, then who?
And now it gets even more confusing. The DEO caught Rip Roar, and they were able to ID him. It's Russell.
Oh my god, I'm so shocked.
It's not possible.
I could never have anticipated this. Oh my god.
I thought they killed him. All of this was to avenge his death. I don't believe it. What could they have done to turn him into that monster?
So sorry. I know how painful this is. But now that we have him in custody, the good thing is we can finally get you some answers about him, about Andrea, about any other questions we might uncover.
Thank you. You know I didn't want you involved in this, but I don't know how I would have done it without you.
Because she's the best.
You've really outdone yourself with those contact lenses. I hear they're as omnipresent as one of our plagues or floods.
That was you yesterday?
Leviathan is everywhere. And now a problem has come up, and we need you to fix it. It's Rip Roar.
I'm confused.
Hey, what's up you guys? Quick interruption here. As you are no doubt aware, these past few years have been tough on all of us. And there are some things that none of us can hide from. The cost of living, for instance, food and things like electricity, gas, and water have all gone up, and they continue to go up. Now, I don't really like to advertise this, but in order to afford keeping the lights on, the camera running, and to be able to provide you guys with new content like this very edit, for example, I feel I need to let you guys know about how you can help support the channel and myself. I have a Patreon that if you pledge to, you're helping support the channel, and in return, you can get a vast amount of content that you wouldn't regularly get on YouTube, such as full unedited reactions to my regular content, a ton of other shows and movies that you probably don't even know that I've reacted to. A link to this can be found in the description below, and it really does help the channel by keeping me and my very cute cats alive. Think of the cats. If you're interested, you can also check out our website, which is also linked below. Perhaps there's some shows and movies there that you didn't even know that I reacted to, but you always wanted to see. Please know, pledging is entirely your own choice, of course. You're welcome to stay here on YouTube and wait for the edits to come out. No worries. I'm not going anywhere. More edits are coming. I understand not everyone is in the position to support creators, but any help is welcome. Anyways, thank you for your continued support, whether it's through YouTube or on Patreon. You guys are the best. Now please, enjoy the rest of the video.
Alrighty, well that was Season 5, Episode 5 of Supergirl. Pretty decent episode. Still kind of feeling like this season's a bit slow on the uptake. But yeah, I thought it was kind of obvious that it was Russell. I mean, am I the only one that thought that was obvious? I'm sure it was obvious. Yeah, I don't really have much else to say, to be honest with you. I just want the story to, like, start ramping up. I don't really agree with what Lena's doing, because, like, essentially just mind-controlled John Joseph's brother. Malefic. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you in the next one.